Caitlin here from the Homestyle Honey. Today I am giving you the full before and after makeover of our Breezeway or Mudroom. I can't wait for you to see all the work that went into this and how it's turned out. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you think. I'd love to hear your opinions, ideas for this space as well as we continue making it over. And be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so our channel can get shared with more people. Okay, so this is our Breezeway friends. You can see all the little light colored marks on there are wood filler just from filling holes, and then over by this door right here where it's really bad. Before my husband and I lived here, there were renters who had a dog that just trashed the room. There used to be outdoor carpet in here, and same thing, that got torn up. So right now I am filling wood and prepping and painting, or prepping for painting. That way we have just really nice, smooth, beautiful finish, because we're going to be painting everything in here. All the trim, all the doors are going to get painted a really beautiful green. And then on this wall will be some shelves, because right here, this door is our garage. This is the front yard, and then the door right here is the backyard, and then that's the access to the basement, and this will all get painted too. But it's gonna be this top green color right here. I think it'll be gorgeous, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. So once we get painting, then we'll be able to put our shelves. Okay, our sanding is done for now. It's very dusty in here, hence why you always want to protect your reading and why I wear this. And even my glasses are covered in dust. But we're done for now. The next thing we're gonna do is we have to put more wood putty in, because there's just some really large gouges. And so they need multiple layers. So that is what we get to keep doing. So here we go. Okay, we are finally ready to start painting our Breezeway. So it is going to be green. Let's see, the color is dried herbs. It's a Sherwin-Williams color. So excited. So we are going to get started and start finally getting this room made over. Loving this color. I bought painted primer and it is going on nice and thick, which is very exciting. So here we go. first coat of paint is done. You can see it is looking really good. And it went on nice and thick. We're not going to need more than 2 coats, which is great. So I just did the paint and primer in one. And we're going to go ahead and do the second coat. And we do have to hit all the way up here at the top where you can see that we have not done our first coat yet. And I'm going to have to cut in by the ceilings. Okay, one thing we realized, or I realized, is we missed some holes. So I had done some wood filler and had gotten a ton of the holes filled in, but painting really brings out and lets you see how many you missed, especially because the knotty pine kind of hit it. So we have some more holes too that we have to spackle, and then we will keep painting. We bought this shoe cabinet quite a few years ago from IKEA, and it's in decent condition. It did get a little paint right here. It's very dusty from the chickens because it was in our garage. So what I'm going to be doing is taking off the hardware, painting it, adding new hardware because we're going to fill these holes, and then it's going to go in our Breezeway and be our shoe cabinet. Okay, so part of this project too, since we're gonna have the same green paint out, this is how we're gonna finish up the Breezeway. So I have these brackets. These are going to be our shelf that'll be up high on the wall in our Breezeway. And I bought some little shaker pegs. We've got a 1x4, and then I have a piece of wood that came from some existing shelving in the house that I don't need it right there and we're not going to use. So I'm going to be painting these and then making my own.
It's my red.
I'm going to be making my shaker peg rail with this. Don't mind the sassy child in the background. This green paint turned out beautiful. I'm thrilled with it, and we're going to put up our shelving and our brackets and start on our peg rail. big long board and just cut it. So I'm just sanding off some little pieces where it splintered a little from the saw, and then we're going to put on our peg rail and put this up. And if we need to, we'll caulk and kind of do any other little touch-ups to just fill everything in and get everything looking good. Okay, so what I did was I measured the board, so it's 3.5 inches wide. So I did a straight line down the middle at 1 3/4, and then about every 5 inches, because this board is 24 3/4 of an inch. So I actually did at like 4 7/8. So it's probably not like exactly, you know, there might be like 1/8 of an inch off here in one spot, but no one's gonna notice. So I, every 5 inches, I did a line. So where they intersect, so I'm gonna drill my hole for my screws. It's time for the final reveal, and I am so pleased with how this Breezeway turned out. I love the beautiful green color with the gloss. It'll be easy to wipe when it gets dirty, but just really adds some drama and elegance to what's also a functional space. As we continue on in our remodeling, we will paint the stairway. You can see there in the photo that there is a spot where the paint stops, and that hits our downstairs stairway. That will one day get painted. We will also add flooring in some later months, but for now our space has had a gorgeous facelift and will get styled a little bit more and begin its functional use. All right, friends, thanks for watching. Again, hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what you think, and stay tuned as these projects continue and get some new homestead updates, see some DIY, homemaking, and slow living here in the Pacific Northwest.